It is 8:30. We'll stand for the pledge and the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join me in prayer. Father, we ask that you watch over us this day and guide us in our decisions. And we'd just like to give thanks for our staff and the people that we'll be recognizing today for their service, along with those who serve us faithfully every day. We'd also like to raise our voices together, making our collective prayer requests known. As a united community, we ask for your mercy and the gift of rain to relieve the drought's impact on our lives and our livelihoods. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Next thing on the agenda is the consent agenda. Do we have any changes or corrections on that? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
So moved. Second.
There's a motion and a second for approval of the consent agenda. Any other comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. Next on the agenda, item 3, special presentations, recognitions, and proclamations. We have 3A, we have Kelly Munyon.
Good morning, Kelly Munyon, Finney County Human Resources.
Good morning.
Today we take time to recognize something that truly matters, the people who make our organization successful every day. Finney County wishes to celebrate employees for reaching specific service milestones. These recognitions help acknowledge loyalty, commitment, and contributions to our organization and our community over time. It is often said that employees are our greatest asset, and that statement couldn't be more true. It is the dedication, knowledge, and commitment of our employees that truly drive our success. Individuals being honored today have invested their time, talent, and energy into helping our organization grow and thrive. Each year of service represents not just time on the job, but relationships built, challenges overcome, and contributions that make a lasting impact to our community. Recognition events like these are important because they give us the opportunity to pause and say something that should never go unsaid. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment, thank you for your hard work, and thank you for the difference you make every day. Today we are proud to celebrate your milestones and the important role each of you plays in our continued service to the residents of Finney County. Congratulations to all of our honorees, and thank you for being such an important part of our organization and our community. And I'll go ahead and start with Kenny is going to kick off. You guys can mention.
He's waiting on somebody to show up, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Oh, you're not going to leave? Okay. All right, over the past do I need to introduce myself?
Yeah.
Kenny Smith, Finney County EMS Director. Over the past 5 years, Monica has consistently demonstrated professionalism, reliability, and a strong commitment to serving both the county and our community. Sorry. Yep.
No, you're fine.
Her hard work and dedication have made a positive impact in the department and the residents that we serve every day. Monica started in February of 2018 and then was placed on the reserve squad in October of 2020. Monica was then hired back full-time February of 2021, and she is striving to become an instructor in ACLS, which is Advanced Cardiac Life Support, PALS, which is Pediatric Advanced Life Support, and ASLS, which is Advanced Stroke Life Support. Thank you for your 5 years.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
Steve Martinez, Finney County Sheriff. Actually, I have two today, both that are here for their 5 years of service. One should be here shortly. He's currently working right now, and he was on a call. But I hear he is on his way. But first of all, I have Jace Tweedy, Corporal Jace Tweedy. Jace came to us to work in March of 2021 as a jail deputy, and has since transferred patrol in January of 2023, and he was promoted to patrol corporal just back in October 6th of 2025. But Jace is, he's what we call one of our go-getters out there. Jace does a lot of extra stuff for the sheriff's office and for the community, and he's actually one of these guys we have to tell to slow down and take a break and make sure he takes care of himself, or he would probably work 24/7. So I'd just like to introduce Corporal Jace Tweedy and thank him for his 5 years of service. And the other one's not here yet, so if you guys want. Probably should just announce both. Just stood up for pictures once. Now you guys have to sit down and get back up again. And he made it. Just got off his call. So this is Joe Barrientos. Joe came to work for us in January of 2021, where he was hired as the jail deputy. Joe transferred to patrol division in August of 2022, and he was promoted to patrol corporal effective today, May 18th, 2026. So congratulations on your promotion. And again, Joe's another one of our go-getters, another one that goes above and beyond of what we ask for him for the sheriff's office, and does a lot of other stuff for the community. So both these guys are great assets to the sheriff's office, and we're very lucky to have them. Get up one more time.
I could do one more and then I got to leave, Madam Chair.
Okay.
I got to go. See you in a little bit.
Tell them you have conflicts.
Okay, finally, this morning, we are going to recognize one of our county commissioners, affectionately known as Senior. He has served us for 20 years and very faithfully served us for 20 years. We've begged for more, and he so far says, no, he's done. But I've enjoyed working with Larry. I'm sure the others have too. He's been with the County Commission since January 9, 2026. He was chairman 3 times. I think between He and his brother, there's, 32 years of service on the county commission. He was on the JDC Advisory Board, KLPG Executive Committee for a number of years, including one term as president. He is past president of the Kansas Livestock Association. He served on the Health Department EMS committee for the new facility, and he served many years with the Committee on Aging as well as the Library Board. And we are so thankful for your service, and I'd like to introduce to you 20 years, Larry Jones. You want to take it here or there?
Oops, have it in your hands.
All right, and a couple more things. This was so cool, I thought you needed a picture of it.
Oh, yeah.
All of your accomplishments stacked in there.
Oh, great copy.
Exactly. And come on over, I think your other. Yeah.
Stand you beside the guy wearing the dead bird.
Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Trey Phillips, who is celebrating 20 years of service with Finney County. And we are incredibly grateful for his dedication, leadership, and commitment to our organization and to our community. Trey joined Finney County on February 15th, 2026 as a GIS technician and was promoted to GIS supervisor in January 2009, a role he has proudly served in ever since. Over the last 2 decades, Trey has played a major role in modernizing and advancing the county's GIS operations. Through his leadership, the department has continued to improve efficiency, expand public access to information, and provide innovative mapping and data tools that support both county operations and the residents we serve every day. GIS is a very important part of local government services, whether it's helping someone locate their property, understand zoning information, or access critical mapping data. Trey has consistently worked to ensure Finney County stays current with technology and continues striving to put the latest information at the fingertips of the public. Trey has also helped lead the development and growth of the county's drone program alongside Tom Marchant, helping transform it into a valuable tool and resource that it is today for county operations and public service. Trey's work often happens behind the scenes, but the impact it has on the organization and our community is significant. As many of you know, Trey is an avid golfer. So we are hopeful that someday his golf game reflects the same level of precision and excellence that he brings to GIS every single day. So on behalf of all Finney County, thank you, Trey, for 20 years of amazing service.
Next, we have a recognition for emergency medical services. Did Kenny, I think Kenny did you want to say anything, Kenny? Okay, all right. We would like to proclaim the week of May 17 through 23, 2026 as National Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County. The Board of County Commissioners is asked to consider and approve a proclamation recognizing May 17 through 23, 2026 as Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County, Kansas. Emergency Medical Services Week is a nationally recognized observance dedicated to honoring EMTs, AEMTs, paramedics, dispatchers, nurses, physicians, and all EMS professionals who deliver critical life-saving care to communities each day. National EMS Week 2026 commemorates the 52nd anniversary of recognizing the vital contributions of emergency medical services personnel throughout the United States. The 2026 theme, Improving Outcomes Together, emphasizes both the continued advancement of pre-hospital medicine and the shared responsibility of supporting EMS professionals through wellness resources, ongoing training, professional development opportunities, strong leadership, and safe staffing practices. Beyond the clinical care they provide, EMS professionals offer compassion, reassurance, and stability during some of the most challenging moments faced by patients and their families. Recognizing EMS Week reflects the community's appreciation for the dedication, professionalism, and service of those working in emergency medical services. The alternatives before us today: number one, the Board of County Commissioners may approve the proclamation recognizing May 17 through 23, 2026 as National Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County, Kansas, and encourage residents to recognize the importance of and contributions of EMS staff. Or number two, the Board of County Commissioners may not approve the proclamation. Recommendation: the staff recommends alternative one. The Board of County Commissioners may approve the proclamation recognizing May 17 through 23, 2026 as National Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County, Kansas, and authorize the chair to sign the proclamation. There is no fiscal impact. With that, do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I would move that the Board of County Commissioners approve the proclamation recognizing May 17th to the 23rd, 2026 as National Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County, Kansas, and encourage residents to recognize the importance of and contributions of EMS staff.
And I would be honored to second that.
Thank you. We do have a motion and a second. Any other comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. I'll go ahead and read the proclamation. Whereas emergency medical services personnel are a vital public service in Finney County, providing life-saving care to residents and visitors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas EMS professionals, including paramedics, advanced emergency medical technicians, demonstrate unwavering dedication, courage, and compassion while serving the diverse needs of the Finney County community. And whereas these highly trained individuals are often the first on the scene during medical emergencies, accidents, disasters, and public health crises, delivering critical pre-hospital care and ensuring the safe transport of patients to medical facilities. And whereas EMS providers work in close coordination with local hospitals, law enforcement, fire departments, and emergency management agencies to safeguard the health, safety, and well-being of all who live in and travel through Finney County. And whereas the members of Finney County EMS system consistently go above and beyond the call of duty, often placing themselves at risk to protect and care for others. And whereas Emergency Medical Services Week provides an opportunity to recognize and honor the commitment, professionalism, and sacrifices of EMS personnel and to promote county community awareness of the essential services they provide. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Finney County Board of County Commissioners hereby designates May 17 through 23, 2026 as Emergency Medical Services Week in Finney County, Kansas, and encourages all residents to join in honoring and expressing gratitude to EMS personnel for their outstanding service and dedication. In witness whereof, the Board of County Commissioners has hereunto set its hand this 18th day of May, 2026. Thank you for your service.
Would like to take a picture.
Yes. I do have one other thing I'd like to add to the agenda, and that is I would like to introduce our new Public Health Director, Katrina Lowry. If you'll step up and introduce yourselves, maybe say a few words.
Good morning.
Good morning.
As Vicki said, I'm Katrina Lowry. I am your new Director of Public Health. I was born and raised here in Garden City. Dr. Bruno delivered me and was my doctor for many years after that. I did live some different places, had a lot of job experiences, and eventually made my way home. My dad passed away when I was in high school, but my stepdad is Lance Rupp, who many of you know, and my mom is Jeannie Rupp. My brother is Bobby Skinner, who also a lot of people know. He doesn't currently live here, but he lived here for many years. I've been thinking a lot about my great-grandparents, actually, because my great-grandfather was a farmer and very involved in the Methodist Church. And my grandma had done a lot of history research, and I recently have been going through some things that came to me after she passed away, and he helped start what eventually became Finney County United Way, when they would collect grain and they would sell it and it would go toward community causes. And I have some old newspaper articles, and I'm just really proud to kind of follow in his footsteps and invest in Finney County, not only as a citizen and as a taxpayer, but as an employee. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to get to know you all.
Thank you, Katrina. That's awesome. And welcome. Next, we have time for public comment. Is there anybody here who has comments to make regarding items either on or off the agenda? Feel free to come up this morning. And seeing no one, we'll move on. Item 6A. Carmen Rhodes, District Manager for Finney County Conservation District, has a presentation, budget request.
The short person's up here now. Good morning, Carmen Rhodes, District Manager, Finney County Conservation District. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak today for our budget request. You, I'm sure have had a chance to review what we've requesting. We've done basically the same amount for as long as I've been with the district. We've stayed within that $35,000 request. Basically, we know what it's like to be in your guys' shoes and try and decide who gets the funding and who doesn't. We work on a bare necessity budget. Funding is for basically day-to-day operations. We work alongside the federal agencies, the NRCS. I was hoping we would have one of them here this morning, but we are working with a skeleton crew there as well. We've got one individual who's covering 6 counties at this moment, and Finney County being one of the the largest one out of those 6, his hands are pretty full. So we just kind of give a background, especially we've got people online. The Finney County Conservation District has been around since 1946, 1947, I believe it was. We are here to be a local voice for conservation of our natural resources, water, soil. We provide technical, financial, and educational opportunities to the residents of Finney County. I could speak on this forever, and I know I don't want to take up all your time, and it's a Monday morning, so I won't dive too far into that. But with water being a heavy topic and having been a heavy topic for years, it's a whole lot heavier right now. And so we're here to be a part of that conversation and see what we can do to help with the public. Any questions?
I love the little bit of history that you provided in your reports.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Does anybody have any questions or comments? Yes.
Carmen, after the number of years I got to sit here, I listened to Mr. Larson come in and talk to us, and we dearly miss him and all the years he put into the district. And it was.
I'm gonna cry. We lost him just a few weeks ago after 45 years with the district. So yes, he was a staple. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for considering us. Thank you.
You bet. Item 6B, appointments to the Finney County Fair Board. Tiffany. Derek, you gonna do that one?
Yes, I'll do this for Tiffany.
Okay.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. The Finney County Fair Board seeks to promote education and to encourage improvement in agriculture, horticulture, livestock, poultry, dairy products, liberal arts, mechanical arts, fine arts, domestic economy, and youth activities by offering premiums and rewards for the best exhibits thereof, thereby enhancing the growth, development, and quality of life for all citizens of Finney County, Kansas, through the promotion and conduct of a successful fair. The board consists of representatives appointed by the Finney County Commissioners. According to the bylaws of the Finney County Fair Board, which is included, the membership shall consist of representatives appointed by Finney County Commissioners. There should be a maximum of 1 appointee through the townships of Pleasant Valley, Terry, Pierceville, Ivanhoe, and Sherlock. The townships of Garden City and Garfield shall each have a maximum of 2 appointees. In addition, the Commissioners shall appoint a maximum of 12 at-large representatives. All representatives shall be appointed to terms of 3 years, which terms shall be automatically renewed unless otherwise terminated by the Finney County Commissioners upon recommendation by the board or otherwise, or upon request by the board member and receipt of a formal resignation. All appointees must reside within the boundaries of Finney County, Kansas, and the members of the association shall collectively be referred to as the Finney County Fair Board. Current members of the board include Tiffany Harmon, President, Brock Baker, Vice President, Lindsay Clark, Secretary, Sarah Bartell, Treasurer, Emily Dryden, Courtney Keller, George Frey, Brian Sherwood, Skeeter Johnson, Sarah Bartell. Ex officio members include Bill McNeil, Fairgrounds Manager, Extension Agents, persons employed by the board. Commission Board Liaison is Commissioner Basque. Recent resignations are Kirby Fryman, and appointees recommended are Brittany Williams, Curtis Williams, and their resignation is attached along with interest letters from Brittany and Curtis. So there are 3 alternatives for the board to choose from. Alternative 1, the Board of County Commissioners may appoint Brittany Williams and Curtis Williams to the Finney County Fair Board, each for a 3-year term to expire May 18th of 2029 with an auto renewal option. 2, the Board of County Commissioners may appoint one or the other of the nominees to positions on the Finney County Fair Board for a 3-year term to expire on May 18, 2029, with an auto renewal option. And 3, the Board of County Commissioners may decline to appoint the recommended nominees to positions on the Finney County Fair Board and provide direction to President Tiffany Harmon. It is the recommendation of the Finney County Fair Board President to the Board of County Commissioners to appoint Brittany Williams and Curtis Williams to the Finney County Fair Board, each for a 3-year term to expire on May 18, 2029, with an auto renewal option. And there is no fiscal impact. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Anybody have any questions for Derek?
I don't have any, but I would like to include a little additional statement in my motion to approve. But before I do that, I know that Brittany and Curtis have been attending the Fair Board meetings for several months, even though they're not officially on the board yet, and they've already inserted themselves, being very active and interested in participating and moving the Finney County Fair forward. So with that in mind, I would like to make a motion that we appoint Brittany Williams and Curtis Williams to the Finney County Fair Board, each for a 3-year term to expire 5/18/2029 with an auto renewal option.
Second.
We do have a motion, a second. Do you have any comments, Commissioner? Just one question. I believe there's not a limit to the number of board members, so even though we only have one leaving, we can still have 2 coming on.
I believe that is correct.
All right. So if
And
there's anybody else out there who wants to be on the Fair Board,
I would say the more the merrier, because this is one of those boards that is a hands-on board. They basically do all the work. They don't have an executive staff to do their minutes and to do all of their stuff. And especially when it gets close to the fair season, they work very hard, and they all have regular jobs on the side that they go to, and then they do this on their own free time, so.
thank you. If there's no other comments, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Derek. Item 6C, 2026 Bituminous Surfacing Project, Larry Brungart, Interim Road and Bridge Director.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Larry Brungart, Interim Road and Bridge Director. The Board of County Commissioners is asked to consider and approve awarding the bid for the 2026 bituminous surfacing project. The Public Works Department is proposing the 2026 bituminous project, which includes a mill and overlay of approximately 11.08 miles of county roads. The project consists of hot mix asphalt, milling, mobilization, traffic control, transportation of salvageable materials, and materials necessary for asphalt patching. The proposed project will include the following improvements: 2-inch mill and overlay on Bigelow Road extending from the North County line, 9.01 miles south to Barlow Road. A 2-inch mill and overlay on Jones Avenue from the West Holcomb city limits to the East Holcomb city limits. And a 2-inch to 3-inch mill and overlay on Anderson Road from US 50 south to Jones Avenue. Bids for the 2026 bituminous project were advertised on April 7th, 2026, and publicly opened on May 7th, 2026. The Public Works Department distributed invitations to bid to Schilling Construction Company, Klotz Sand Company, APAC Kansas Incorporated, and Venture Corporation. One bid was received for consideration by APAC Kansas Incorporated for $3,916,638.58. Staff reached out to the companies that did not submit a bid and received the following responses. Schilling Construction Company Incorporated did not submit a bid because its company is based in Manhattan, Kansas, and will not have any projects in our area this year. They indicated that they would be interested in submitting a bid for future projects if they are performing work in the area. Klotz Sand Company will be partnering with APAC Kansas Incorporated to provide the asphalt for the 2026 bituminous project. Klotz did not submit a separate bid because they were unable to complete the work within the required working days. Venture Corporation did not submit a bid because its project schedule is booked through the end of the year. The alternatives are: number 1, the Board of County Commissioners may accept the bid from APAC Kansas Incorporated for $3,916,638.58, with $1,500,000 to be paid out of the Road and Bridge Fund and the remaining cost to be paid out of the Special Highway Fund, and approve the chair to sign the contract. 2, the Board of County Commissioners may reject the bid from APAC Kansas Incorporated and provide staff with further direction. Recommendations, staff recommends alternative number 1, the Board of County Commissioners accept the bid from APAC Kansas Incorporated for $3,916,638.58, with $1,500,000 to be paid out of the Road and Bridge Fund and the remaining cost to be paid out of the Special Highway Fund, and approve the chair to sign the contract. The fiscal and policy impact, Finney County was awarded $1 million in construction funding for the 2026 bituminous project through the Kansas Department of Transportation Cost Share Program. The total fiscal impact to Finney County is anticipated to be $2,916,638.58. Finney County allocated $1.5 million in the 2026 Road and Bridge Fund for the 2026 bituminous project for Bigelow Road. A total of $515,000 was received from KDOT and was placed in the Special Highway Fund for the 2025 for repairs to Jones Avenue and Anderson Road. It is proposed to utilize the Special Highway Fund to cover the remaining project cost. If approved as recommended, $1,500,000 will be paid from the Road and Bridge Fund GL 002215428, and the remaining cost will be paid from the Special Highway Fund GL 165005428. The current fund balance in the Special Highway Fund is $5,606,679.79.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move that we accept the bid from APAC with the funds being allocated as explained by our director.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Is there any other comment? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed nay, and that motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 6D, 2026 bituminous project. Is it bituminous, bituminous, bitum? We struggled with that the other day. Mackenzie.
Good morning, Madam Chair and Commissioners. Mackenzie Phillips, Development and Administrative Coordinator. This morning, the Board of County Commissioners is asked to consider and approve the cost share agreement with the Kansas Department of Transportation for the 2026 bituminous project. In the fall of 2025, the Finney County Public Works Department applied for funding through the Kansas Department of Transportation's KDOT Cost Share Program for the 2026 bituminous project. The KDOT Cost Share Program provides financial assistance to local entities for transportation projects that improve safety, support job retention and growth, improve access or mobility, relieve congestion, and improve the state transportation system. The Public Works Department was notified in December of 2025 that Finney County's project was selected for the fall 2025 cost share program and was awarded $1 million in construction funding for the 2026 bituminous project. The 2026 bituminous project includes the following improvements: a 2-inch mill and overlay on Bigelow Road extending from the North County line 9.01 miles south to Barlow Road. A 2-inch mill and overlay of Jones Avenue from the west Holcomb city limits to the east Holcomb city limits. And a 2-inch to 3-inch mill and overlay on Anderson Road from US Highway 50 south to Jones Avenue. The Public Works planned for the mill and overlay of the north 9 miles of Bigelow Road during the preparation of fiscal year 2026 budget. Based on the costs of the past bituminous projects, $3 million, which that would be $1.5 million from the 2026 Road and Bridge Fund and $1.5 million from the Special Highway Fund, was budgeted for the Bigelow Road project. In 2025, Finney County received $515,000 in reimbursement from KDOT for allowing Anderson Road and Jones Avenue to be used as a detour route due to work on the railroad crossings on US Highway 50. These funds were reserved to partially fund the mill and overlay of Jones Avenue from the west Holcomb city limits to the east Holcomb city limits, and Anderson Road from US Highway 50 south to Jones Avenue. However, the total cost of the mill and overlay of these portions of the road was estimated to be significantly over the $515,000 provided by KDOT. To repair and preserve the conditions of Jones Avenue and Anderson Road, a mill and overlay of these portions was added to the scope of the cost share application. The total construction cost for the 2026 bituminous project was estimated to be $3,030,000. The bids for the project were received and opened on May 7th, 2026. The lowest bid received was $3,916,638.58. There are three alternatives before you this morning. First, the Board of County Commissioners may approve and sign the cost share agreement with KDOT. Second, the Board of County Commissioners may not approve the cost share agreement and deny the funding from KDOT. Or three, the Board of County Commissioners may provide staff with further direction. Staff recommends alternative one, the Board of County Commissioners approve and sign the cost share agreement with KDOT. For the fiscal impact, under the cost share agreement, KDOT will be responsible for 33% of the total actual cost of construction, not to exceed $1 million. Finney County will be responsible for 67% of the total actual cost of construction until KDOT's funding limit is reached. The bid amount for the 2026 bituminous project is $3,916,638.58. The total fiscal impact is anticipated to be $2,916,638.58. Finney County allocated $1,500,000 in the 2026 Road and Bridge Fund for the 2026 bituminous project for Bigelow Road. A total of $515,000 was received from KDOT and placed in the Special Highway Fund for repairs to Jones Avenue and Anderson Road. It is proposed to utilize the Special Highway Fund to cover the remaining project costs. The current fund balance in the Special Highway Fund is $5,606,679.79. And I'm available for any questions.
Any questions for Mackenzie? Anybody have a motion?
Quick question, Mackenzie, the project, the mill and overlay through Holcomb, that extends how far east? Just
It's just within the city of Holcomb limits. Yeah.
Any other?
I'll make a motion that we approve alternative one.
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. Thanks, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
Item 6E, McCulley and Associates Annual Contract Agreement. And Darwin.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Darwin Martwick, Field Appraiser 3. The Board of County Commissioners is asked to consider and approve the 2026-2027 contract with McCulley and Associates for property valuation support services. McCulley and Associates has provided professional property valuation support services to Finney County since approximately 1988, following the statewide reappraisal initiative. The firm currently provides services to approximately 20 counties throughout Kansas, including Gray County and Seward County. The services provided by McCulley and Associates include depreciation studies, neighborhood analysis, land and income modeling, market modeling, and development of grade and CDU classifications. The firm also assists Finney County in meeting the Property Valuation Division PVD requirements mandated by the state of Kansas and provides support for special projects as needed. The continued partnership with McCulley and Associates supports the county's commitment to professionalism, operational efficiency, and responsible for stewardship of public resources. The expertise provided by the firm has allowed Finney County to avoid the need for additional staffing resources to perform these specialized appraisal and valuation functions. In addition, the contract amount of these services has remained unchanged since 2023, providing a long-term value and budget stability to the county. McCulley and Associates also provides Finney County to access Kansas Analytics, a statewide property valuation and sales research tool at no additional cost. The firm further supports staff development through in-office training and related to data collection and sales ratio analysis, which assists the county in maintaining appraisal and accuracy and compliance standards. And let me just mention one thing. McCauley and Associates will be here on Wednesday for training from 9 to noon, so that'll be great. The recommendation to continue this agreement aligns with Finney County governance model goals and strengthens the financials of sustainability, modernize county operations, and support county employees through professional development and operational support. Alternatives this morning: number one, the Board of County Commissioners may approve and sign the 2026 and 2027 contract with McCauley and Associates for property valuation support services. Number two, the Board of County Commissioners may deny the 2026-2027 contract with McCauley and Associates and direct staff to pursue alternative methods for obtaining property valuation support services. Number three, the Board of County Commissioners may give staff further direction regarding the proposed agreement and further property valuation support service needs. Recommendation this morning: the staff recommends alternative one. The Board of County Commissioners approve and sign the 2026-2027 contract with McCauley and Associates for property valuation support services. Fiscal and policy impact: the funding for this contract is included in the 2026-2027 budget under professional services, line item 001-13-5506. This is a budgeted expense and sufficient funds are available. Questions?
Questions or comments? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
Madam Chair, I would move that we approve and sign the 2026 to 2027 contract with McCauley and Associates for property valuation support services.
Second.
Very good. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And that motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 6F, contract amendment for Caw Valley Engineering.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners.
Morning.
The Board of County Commissioners is asked to consider and approve a contract amendment with Caw Valley Engineering Incorporated for additional survey engineering and surveying services related to the Finney County Jail Detention Center project. On February 2nd, 2026, the Board of County Commissioners approved the selection of Caw Valley Engineering to provide civil engineering and surveying services for the Finney County Jail Detention Center project as part of the voter-approved Jail Detention Facility Initiative. The original scope of work included boundary and topographic surveying, preliminary and final civil site design, utility coordination, grading and drainage design, and construction administration services for the approximately 14-acre detention center site. The initial agreement with Caw Valley Engineering included a total professional services cost of approximately $60,000, consisting of $45,500 for civil engineering services and $14,500 for survey services. Caw Valley Engineering was selected following a request for proposal process coordinated by HMN Architects Incorporated, the county's architect of record for the Jail Detention Center project. HMN Architects recommended Caw Valley Engineering based on the firm's project understanding, coordination capability, familiarity with local site conditions, and integrated delivery approach for both engineering and surveying services. As the project has progressed through the design and infrastructure planning phases, additional engineering and surveying needs have been identified to support the long-term functionality and constructability of the detention facility site. Caw Valley Engineering submitted an additional services proposed date on April 24, 2026, outlining the supplemental work necessary to continue advancing the project. The proposed amendment includes the following additional services: lift station and forced main design at $26,200, additional construction administrative services at $3,200, supplemental topographic survey work at $5,700. The total proposed amendment amount is $35,100, consisting approximately of $29,400 in engineering services and $5,700 in survey services. These services are necessary to ensure proper utility design, site functionality, infrastructure coordination, and continued support during the construction phase of the detention center project. All costs associated with the amendment will continue to be funded through the voter-approved 0.5% sales tax dedicated to the jail detention center project. Approval of this amendment does not increase the tax rate and remains within the scope authorized by voters. So there are three alternatives for the Board of County Commissioners to choose from. One, the Board of County Commissioners may approve the contract amendment with Call Valley Engineering Incorporated for additional survey engineering and surveying services related to the Finney County Jail Detention Center project in the amount not to exceed $35,100 and authorize the county administrator to sign the amendment. Two, the Board of County Commissioners may deny the contract amendment and direct staff to modify the scope of services or pursue alternative engineering and surveying solutions. And three, the Board of County Commissioners may give staff further direction. It is staff's recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners approve the contract amendment with Call Valley Engineering Incorporated for additional survey engineering and surveying services related to the Finney County Jail Detention Center project in the amount not to exceed $35,100 and authorize the county administrator to sign the amendment. Fiscal impact, total cost of the proposed amendment is $35,100. All costs associated with the amendment will be funded exclusively through the voter-approved 0.5% sales tax dedicated to the Finney County Jail Detention Center project. Approval of this item does not increase the tax rate and remains within the scope authorized by voters. So I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Derek?
Derek, we do this and not the construction manager?
That is correct. This is pre-construction services. So this was undertaken before we had hired the CMAR.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
Derek, when Call Valley Engineering, we approved their bid, the other companies that bid out, would it have included these additional services, or do we know?
Their bid did not include these additional services.
Okay, so it is apples to apples then?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Does anyone have a motion?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the contract amendment with Call Valley Engineering, Inc. for additional civil engineering and surveying services related to the Finney County Jail Detention Center project in an amount not to exceed $35,100 and authorize the county administrator to sign the amendment.
Second.
Very good. We have a motion, a second. Is there any other comment? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Item 6G, destruction of ballots and designation of electors.
Good morning, Chair and Commissioners. Today you are asked to consider the designation of 2 electors to be present during the destruction of ballots. Pursuant to KSA 252708B, in part states that the county election officer shall preserve all county, city, school district, and township ballots for 6 months and all state and national ballots for 22 months. At the expiration of such time, the county election officer shall destroy them without previously opening any of the envelopes in the presence of 2 electors of approved integrity and good repute, members of the 2 leading political parties. Such electors shall be designated by the Board of County Commissioners. If the election of any officer or any questions submitted at such time as being contested or litigated, the ballot shall not be destroyed until such contest is finally decided. The ballots eligible for destruction at this time include those cast in the 2022 general election, the 2024 presidential preference primary election, and the 2025 city school general election. The applicable statutory retention periods have expired. The designation of 2 electors to witness the destruction of ballots is an important safeguard established by Kansas law to ensure transparency, accountability, and public confidence in election processes. Requiring the presence of electors representing the 2 leading political parties helps verify that ballots are destroyed only after all statutory retention periods have expired and any contests or litigation has been resolved. This process protects the integrity of election records, ensures compliance with state law, and maintains public trust in the secure administration of elections. At this time, the applicable elections are neither contested nor subject to litigation. The ballots are eligible for destruction pursuant to KSA 252708B. Accordingly, the county election officer respectfully requests that the Board of County Commissioners designate 2 electors of approved integrity and good repute, representing the 2 leading political parties, to witness the destruction of ballots in accordance with Kansas law. Following the board's designation, the ballot destruction will be conducted under the supervision of the county election officer and in compliance with all statutory requirements. The County Republican Committee has suggested Dave Jones as the Republican designee, and Finney County Democratic Committee has suggested Carol Geyer as the Democratic designee. Both Dave Jones and Carol Geyer have indicated that they are willing to serve in this capacity. Your alternatives today are that you may designate Dave Jones and Carol Geyer to be present during the destruction of ballots. 2, that you may designate alternate electors of your choosing to be present during the destruction of ballots, or that you may decline to designate electors at this time and offer direction on how to proceed. My recommendation today as the county election officer is that you, as the Board of County Commissioners, designate Dave Jones and Carol Geyer to be present during the destruction of ballots as prescribed by KSA 252708. There is no fiscal or budget impact on Finney County. These individuals are simply going to be present during the performance of a budgeted operational activity. Be happy to answer any questions.
Very good. Anyone?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve Carol Geyer and Dave Jones for the observation and destruction of ballots.
I'll second.
Very good. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. And that carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have staff reports. Do you have anything today? Okay. Meetings of note.
I did add some key election dates on there.
Okay.
I know that you guys have been interested in those and asking about those, so I've added those to the calendar. I think I did make a mistake on the June meeting dates for the Board of County Commissioners, so I'll get that corrected.
Okay.
And then I did include one-page flyers for Beef Empire Days, which starts next month, and the Finney County Fair, which would then be in July.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And commissioner reports. We'll start with Commissioner Utes.
I have nothing to report today. Thank you.
Commissioner Bascu.
The only report I have is I attended the Fair Board meeting last week, and they just continue to develop their plan for the Finney County Fair in July, and they're working very closely this year with some of the board members from the Extension Service to help with the 4-H project, since Finney County doesn't have any local agents at this time. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Jones?
The only report I've got is on the construction of our EMS at County Health Building. We had a meeting, and I won't be able to attend this week's meeting, which has been moved from Tuesday to Wednesday. So if anybody wants to go, it's at Wednesday at 10 o'clock. It'll be in the new building, in the meeting room. So if you want to see the inside, go. But they're coming right along with construction. It's they're doing the interior work now on the cabinetry and those type of things, and it's I think you'll be impressed when you see the building. But look, they're on timeline. I think the final cleanup is scheduled for June, and then we'll get started on the punch lists and move in and those type of things. So, right, and that and landscaping right now. I don't see Nolan here this morning, but they're moving along.
Very good. Anybody?
I can do that. stepped in for Commissioner Jones on a couple of occasions before, and so I'd be more than happy to do that again this time.
It's Wednesday at 10.
Got it on my calendar.
Thank you, Commissioner Basque. I'd just like to say that on after our last meeting, we had a strategic planning session, which actually went really well. I think we made some good progress toward that. I did attend the City Commission pre-meeting regarding the development process, and I feel like they've really made some strides in trying to make that a more friendly process, user-friendly, I guess I would say. So I think that's really good. I think Mackenzie has also made a lot of progress toward that end for us, so I'm very thankful for that as we see more businesses wanting to come into our area. We certainly want to make the process as simplified as we can. Our staff spent a lot of time with some of the local youth for a youth in governance project that they did, and I was able to attend that, where they all had their projects up that we could see what they've been doing and visit with them about it. It was very neat. I'm glad to see our staff reaching out to the young people and trying to get them interested or encourage their interest in certain things. I did attend a meeting with some KDOT officials regarding some potential upcoming needs that we may have with our roads. So that was actually a really good meeting. And the Builders Association luncheon was very well attended this month. They had representatives there from Triple Oak. So it was very good. I like to see the Builders Association doing so well. They have grown quite a bit over the years. And I think that's all I have. I believe we have need of an executive session, is that correct?
That is correct.
And how long do you anticipate?
I believe we're going to need an hour for that executive session. It's for matters of attorney-client privilege. We do have Nick Keckley and Trish Voth here with us, our outside counsel from Fulton Siefkin. We'll need to include them in the executive session, as well as myself. Mackenzie Phillips, the zoning administrator, Derek Ramos, the county administrator. If Commissioner Schultz happens to make it back over and gets released from his jury duty, he can be in there and join us at some point in time. Commissioner Jones is abstaining from these particular issues, so he will not be included in this particular executive session, but the rest of the board will be in there.
Okay. Lana, will she be included this time?
No.
No? Okay. Very good. Do we have a motion on that?
I would like to move that we go in executive session for an hour beginning at 9:40 and going until 10:40.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. And that motion carries. We will see you back in 1 hour. Well, an hour and 10.
I would like to make a motion that we go back into regular session.
And can you confirm that no action was taken?
Well, I think you do that.
Or I can do it?
Yeah.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. I will confirm there was no action taken. I guess it's just the three of us, huh? Did you have something to add?
No, we just have a need to extend at this point in time, though.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we go back into executive session at,
We need to vote first.
oh, okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we go back into executive session at 10:50 and,
30 minutes till 10:20, let's say.
okay, and back in
Or
for
11:20.
30 minutes until 11:20.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion carries.
And that was for the same individuals.
That
Same
motion would include the same individuals who were in executive session earlier.
Thank you.
See you at 11:20.
like to make a motion that we go back into regular session.
I'll second.
And I will confirm there was no action taken. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. And do we have one more motion?
I would like to move that we adjourn today's meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You can vote on this one. Oh, I can? And we have no opposition. We are adjourned.